Good morning, my YouTube friends. This is jcbassfishing, and today we are at beautiful Lake Seminole, and it's a very cold morning. It's 30 degrees right now. We are down here for the Georgia Bass Trail tournament. Tournament number 1 is right here in Lake Seminole, and we're here for practice time. We are going to be cold. Right now we're getting ready to go and put some fuel in the boat so we can get in the water. As you can see, we got our setup truck camper right there, kept us warm on last night. We got the trucks down here. We're getting ready to pull out. We're going to be doing, today's Thursday, so we're doing practice day number 1. It's the first time we come down here to fish, so we're going to go out there and do some scanning and graphing and look for areas that we can fish, see if we can find some bass. And then tomorrow, practice day number 2. We're gonna test those areas to see if the fish stay there. We're expecting some rain tonight. Basically, tomorrow morning is a 50% chance of rain, which is gonna make the day colder because there's some small cold front coming through. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. For today, it's gonna be sunny. It's gonna be okay. Past about 11 o'clock, it's gonna be around 54 degrees, so it's gonna warm up some. Saturday should be a clear day, so we shouldn't have any issues when it comes to that. So stay tuned so you can watch our practice. Alright, day 1 of practice is done. We did a lot of graphing around the lake. We went all the way down to the south, did some graphing in some ledges and some grass. Found some fish, but they were deep. We found fish in 30 feet deep. A lot of bait at around 20 feet, and the fish were down right below them at 30 feet. Most of the day we had a few bites, but we didn't hook them. We missed a couple. We went up about mid-lake up in Spring Creek, and we hit a couple areas that had no trees. It had like ponds or ditches. Had a lot of grass also. Got a couple bites in there too. I missed one over there. So nothing really exciting for day 1 other than running around the lake. Making sure we stay between those poles. So many trees over here and stumps. I could not believe it. Other than that, we're gonna get some food and tied up some new lures and get ready for day 2 tomorrow. And tomorrow we're gonna go up north the river, up Spring Creek. We're gonna go up north to see what they have up there, and we're gonna change some scenarios to see if we can find more fish. So that's all we got for day one. Sorry I didn't get you any fish caches, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right guys, good morning. This is day 2 of practice for the Georgia Bass Trail at Lake Seminole. As you can see, I got all my rain gear on and cold weather gear on because last night we had a lot of rain come in. So we have a lot of wind. It's going to be around between 15-10 miles an hour winds today, and it's cloudy as you can see up there. So it's a different day than yesterday. The sun is supposed to come out after lunchtime. We'll see what happens at that time. I'll see it when it happens. But right now it's completely cloudy, it's wet, and it's a little bit cold. Wind is low right now, but it's supposed to pick up. So today we're going to different spots. We're looking for shallow grass, so we can use swim baits, chatter baits, lipless cranks, maybe square bill or something that can run right above the grass. See if we can get some bites like that today. Something different from day one to see if we have better luck, and that way we can develop a plan of execution for Saturday. So stay tuned. As you can see, I'm already in the boat, waiting for my partner to pull up, and we're going to the ramp. So stay tuned.
All right, day 2 of practice. Look where Julio has got us into. We got like 0 feet of almost water, all grass everywhere and stumps. The water's clear. Where did you get us into, man? We're gonna have to swim out of here. New area, just exploring, trying to find out if there's something back here. We'll see.
Well, day 2 of practice is over. We found some fish. We didn't stick them. We only caught 3 in 4 different places, so we didn't want to stick them today. They're very lethargic. They're very hard to catch. With all that rain we had last night coming through, and then the weather changing and the wind, they became very lethargic, so they were not biting any reaction lures. So we had to go down to worms and creature baits, and that's how we started catching. So I will show you what we use and how we caught them after the tournament. So stay tuned for the tournament day. All right, my YouTube friends, so today was the tournament. It's over already. What happened? Well, let me tell you. Last night the temperatures dropped probably about 10 degrees. About 10 degrees. So it was 30 degrees this morning, and it was very cold and windy. The wind today started at 10 miles per hour and ended up around lunchtime. It was 16 miles an hour. Main Lake was very difficult to run and scary. The waves were huge. Water was coming over the boat and all that. So we had to readjust and come up with another plan. So what we did today, we went up to the north side because we had the wind coming from the west, and we hit a couple of pockets or ditches or ponds.
Small creeks.
Yeah, and in a small creek. There was a lot of fish there, but there was also a lot of grass. We found a spot in that area that had no grass on it, and we started throwing. We were using worms, right? You was using a worm,
Yeah.
and I was using a Carolina rig with Creature, and they didn't want to bite. They didn't want to bite. We threw everything after that. We threw crankbait, chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, jerkbait. But a lot of fish were suspending. A lot of fish were right on top of the grass. So we tried to get something down on top of the grass, but they were not biting. I even tried drop shot, put it right there in their faces. They were not hitting it. So luckily, Hector changed. And what did you tie?
I caught them with the Texas rig.
Yeah, that was a Texas rig. You used
3 was with a Texas rig.
What kind of worm were you using?
It was a straight tail.
Straight-tailed.
Elastic.
Okay. So he was able to get a little pack of small fish hot, and he caught 3 fish immediately, one behind the other one. But they were all between 13 and 13 and a half, 14 inches. Now today we only needed 12 inches for the fish. So all 3 of the fish, we used all 3 of them. After that, we went dry again, completely dry. So we moved to another spot.
The plan was to go south after that.
Yeah. But we moved to another spot first.
Up north.
Up north. We kept on going. Pond. Yeah, we kept on going up the creek, and we went to the next pond, and we fished there for a little bit. And you probably saw already in the videos. If you didn't see it, you're gonna see it now. That we videoed some of the areas that we went through, and I tell you, the grass was right
under the boat,
right there, like 2 inches, and in some places it was right over the water. So it was very difficult to get the boat through those areas, especially trying to go fast. The boat will get the propeller will get all wrapped up in grass, and you'll lose power. So it was very difficult, but we made it through. And we went to the next pond. We fished it for about an hour or so.
We got bit yesterday there. We caught some fish there. Today, they didn't want to.
They didn't bite today. They didn't bite. So we left there, and we hit some docks that were close to the channel, and we didn't catch anything there again. So on the way back out, we stopped again in the first place where we caught the 3 fish real quick, and we tried something different to see if we can get them going again. Nothing happened. So we left that creek. We came down to Spring Creek, and we moved.
The plan was to go south.
Yeah, the plan was to go south. That was correct. And we went south, but my goodness, it was a very rough ride and scary. Waves coming over the boat, very hard to get there because the wind was 16 miles an hour, so the waves were real high.
So we ended up turning.
So around. We ended up turning around because it was going to be a very bad ride. So we turned around and we came to a Spring Creek. About halfway up Spring Creek, and we stopped there in front of some docks, and we fished that area. And right there, between all those logs and all those trees, Hector caught a 3.5 pounder, and we stayed there until.
Same thing with that one was with a stand-up shaky head and. Curly tail. Worm. Green pump.
I threw everything I had in the sink, and they didn't bite anything. So today was Hector's day. And after that, we fished there until about 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, we took off and we came up close to the area that comes up to where we took off in the morning. And we crank and chatterbait an area, and that's where Hector decided to catch a pike, I think it is. And we're going to show you the photo so you can see it was pretty decent, but the wrong species. We needed a number 5 fish, bass, not a pike. But that was what happened today.
We ended up with about 8 pounds.
Yeah, we ended up with about 8 pounds, 4 fish. I know they say that whoever was in the first place is close to 19.2 pounds or something like that. So they probably went up the Chattahoochee River or some that area. We didn't go that way, so next time we're probably gonna try that area.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope we gave you a good review of everything that happened, so that way you learn from it and don't make the same mistakes and probably find different areas or try the areas that we were talking about. And so don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Hope to see you guys again in the next video. Tight lines. Take it easy. Peace.